Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Trinice. I am the creator, owner, and handbag maker behind the luxury crochet handbag brand Covered by T. This channel is to take you behind the scenes of me running my luxury handbag business, as well as me exploring my creativity, whether it's through upcycling, fashion, DIY, and take you through that journey as well. So if that is something you're interested in, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and turn your notification bell on so you're notified when I post. So today I am working on an order that I need to get out. It is a royal blue handbag that is going to a customer. She is a Zeta. Her husband purchased it for her anniversary. So by the time I post this, she should already have it, hopefully. And so I want to get that out. So I'm almost done with it, but I still need to like sew the lining, put that on the inside, package it up. And this is their third handbag they purchased with my business, so I'm gonna definitely include some freebies in there just for the continued support and love. So you're gonna come along with me on that process. I definitely have some stuff to update you guys on as well. It's been a minute. I'm so sorry. I was filming things, didn't get to edit. Time has been moving so fast. August, I celebrated my 29th birthday. I also work full-time, so those days run 10 times as faster. So let's get started. I have some news. So last month, maybe not last month, but maybe a few videos ago, I told you guys that I had the opportunity to take Covered by T international and do an international show in Italy next year. I told y'all I had created a GoFundMe for people if they wanted to support. And I was kind of like waiting on when to like post it and advertise it to my followers if they wanted to help me, because the cost was going to be way more than I could afford. And I kind of wanted to see how the show went first, because it was like later August that it was going to be done. Y'all, it was a con. It was a con. And also feel bad for the other designers that did go and they paid exuberant, like the 5 figures amount of money to be there, because international travel is not cheap, on top of trying to get your products over there. One of the designers that went over there, just kind of seeing how their progress went, just to kind of see how it ran, if it was well ran, because it was really fairly new. Well, they paid all their money. It happened. What they had available at the show was not what they promised in their contract. So people were out of over 5 figures worth of money for a show. Did happen, but it was ill organized. There wasn't enough media presence as it was promised. Like, it was just bad. And especially if you're traveling internationally, and Italy is like one of those fashion meccas that, as a small business or a small designer, it feels like almost, I want to say groundbreaking, for lack of a better word, to be offered the opportunity to be able to do something like that, because you don't have the quote unquote big name behind you. And to have that happen is heartbreaking. Because I only paid the deposit, which is still a good amount of money. Thankfully, like, my dad was able to help me with it, but that's money that's lost. I've emailed them to try to get my deposit back and haven't heard nothing. So there's that. That's what I learned last month. So as a small business, that really hurts, because I could have really used that money for materials and everything else. And if you're watching this video and you're like, girl, how you so that stupid? Like, when I tell you, I researched before I started spending that money. Like, I prayed on it. I thought this was something that God wanted for me, and I just got it wrong. But on the plus side, thankfully, I didn't spend all that money to go over there to find it out there, because I would have been inconsolable. Like, truthfully, inconsolable. I was like, moving forward, if there's something not local to my area within the state that I live in, or like maybe like, I live in Florida, so maybe like Georgia or somewhere close, I really cannot be taking them big of risks yet, because it has to really be there. Like, It's gotta have some stuff behind it for me to do. So right now I'm trying to focus in on like local shows. Markets seem to do pretty well for me. I did apply for some markets for the fall season and I got waitlisted for all of them. So it's like I'm throwing shot, I'm putting up shots, but they're kind of being blocked right now, and I'm understanding that it's protection more than anything else, but it still sucks. We're gonna see what the big man upstairs gonna drop here soon. But that's the life of a business owner. Like, I'm gonna give you the real tea, real deal, handmade crochet business. Like, this is what happened. I definitely want to update y'all on that. We're gonna go through the process of me making this bag. It's probably about 3 o'clock. My anniversary is this week, so I'm gonna have to cut it out a little bit early because we're going out to dinner to celebrate. And of course, I'm gonna dress with a Crochet handbag, Zagra, period. But I don't know what I'm gonna wear. I know what handbag I'm gonna wear, but I don't know what I'm actually gonna wear. I have an idea, but yeah, as a girl, you'll get it. If you get it, you get it. It's gonna be really like a day of my life for this weekend. Today is making the bag. Tomorrow I have a brunch cruise with my women's church group, so that should be fun. So we'll see how that outfit turns out with a covered by tea handbag. Thank you very much. And we shall take it day by day. So come along with me, y'all. Let's go. All right, y'all, we're on our way to the brunch. It is 11:09. GPS is saying I'll be there around like 11:30. Check-in's like 11:45, and the brunch cruise takes out at noon. If you know what's going on here, you know we're cooking under here, so we need to let this stay on until we arrive. Hopefully, it don't get disrespectful and my edges stay laid down. I'll show you guys my full fit when we get there. I am extremely nervous only because I only know one person in this group, and I should have a good time. I usually can. I just am an ambivert, so I can switch depending on where I am and what I'm doing, but I still have to like mentally prep myself to go socialize. So yeah, I'll see you guys when we get there, and we'll do a fit check then. All right, we made it out. Running late. Parking down here was terrible. I now have to book it. Outfit check, bag check. I was trying to do a formal one when we get there, but yeah. Right now, I know. I need to book it down this road right now. Not that pretty. So after having a great time on the boat, I came back home, changed my clothes really quick, and I hadn't cut out the lining for the blue handbag. So this is me. I've already cut the lining out, and I'm sewing it up really, really quickly. And I'm showing you guys what it looks like on the inside. Here goes my tag. I need to sew that into the lining as well. And I always make sure I poke the corners out too. So I'm gonna sew the tag in as well. Boom. Alright, so yes, we're gonna sew the tag in. I try to make sure I do the back and forth stitch a couple of times so it stays in really well. I mean, that's not a portion that people use or like touch as often, so it shouldn't get manipulated nearly as much. But I just want to make sure that the tag stays in there because professionalism, cleanliness, consistency, you know, the whole thing about being a brand. And then this is the bag all finished. All the hardware is on the inside. I just have to add the lining in. So I usually like retrofit the lining to make sure, although I have measured it already, that the lining sits in it the way I want it to. And so that when you open it, it looks consistent, it looks neat, it looks nice. So I like to ensure that the lining is pushed all the way in deep into the corners of the bag, and then I kind of fold down the top and the raw edges of it so I can give it a cleaner look. And I just go in with some straight pins to keep that in place. So now I'm showing you guys after I put the phone down to put the straight pins in, what it looks like with the straight pins in there. I have to deliver this down to my parents' house because that's where the customer will be picking it up from. He's one of my cousins. He's getting it for his wife for their anniversary. So that is all good to go. Now you're going to watch me prepare the box that I'll be gifting the bag in. I found these boxes that fit my bags perfectly, and I absolutely love them for shipping, but also just for the brand consistency. I've been looking into getting some custom ones here soon, but these were like the perfect size. So this stamp I got when I did Unirec Fashion Week last year, and I absolutely love it. And the cursive on it, I love when it comes out great. T. So I try to brand the box as much as possible. The front, the top, the sides, everywhere. So when you look at it, you know it's covered by T. Until I can afford to get custom boxes, this is what I'll be doing. T. So that, you know, brand consistency and that. Okay, so I have made a jump here. I'm currently at my parents' house in this video. I've sewn the lining to the inside of the bag. I didn't record myself sewing the lining in because it's not cute at all. It's a lot of pin needle pricks and things like that. Showing you guys that it came with a crossbody chain. It's a beautiful white satin inside. I'm putting it in its dust bag to ensure to keep it as nice and clean as possible for her for when she opens it. I'm hoping she loves it and sends me a whole bunch of pictures once she gets it. These are also the thank you card as well as the thank you freebies I've given her because this is her third Covered by T handbag purchase with me, so I want to make sure they feel appreciated. This is the key fob wallet and it has some business cards in there, and then she can put her debit cards, credit cards, whatever. This is a custom keychain that I'm including as well that has some of the attributes I know she loves on there. The first letter of her name, a little bit from her sorority. She's also a teacher, so that's where the apple came from, and she's a follower of Christ, and she does love music, so I included the keyboard as well, just little attributes I do know about her from our prior conversations. So I want her to feel special and appreciated, because I do appreciate their support in my business. I also include a special thank you note that I hand wrote to include in there as well, because I know when times are hard, and I appreciate each and every one of my customers that purchase with me, regardless of such. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this packaged up. I will not be able to see the reaction because it's at my parents' house. So when her husband was able to, he was gonna stop by there to pick up the handbag. This is my family member. This isn't just like a random person that going to my parents' house. So that's important to note. Yeah, I'm gonna close this all up and it is gonna go off to its forever home. I'm so happy with how this bag came out. So this will be all done. I will post pictures of this bag to my Instagram, but I'm going to wait a little bit to ensure that she has gotten it because I don't want to ruin the surprise. So go follow me over on Instagram so you can see it all in its glory. All right, y'all. So this is where we're ending the vlog. I wanted to show you guys my OOTD for church today. I have this Yahweh shirt. I'm going to tag the brand and business that I bought the shirt from. We have it in our church's store, but I have the name of the brand that this is from. jeans, girl. I don't know where I got these. Shoes, Reebok. And here goes our bag of the day. This is a new color, unlocked, for our medium puff stitch bag. It'll be available on the site. I haven't added a handle to this, but I'm kind of liking the no handle look. And it'll be available for purchase this week. By the time y'all see this video, it'll already be up for you to be able to purchase. But thank you guys so much for watching my channel. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.